Good morning, Facebook. Good morning. How you guys doing this morning? It's NFL Week 2.
Week 2.
NFL Week 2. And this is what I think. I think Week 2 is about get-backs, revenge, a little bit of desperation because nobody want to be 0-2.
Nobody wants
to be 0-2. Well, somebody's 0-2 already. The Buffalo Bills are 0-2 already.
Yeah, 0-2 already.
They're 0-2 already. Anyway, good morning. Good Sunday morning for football. What's up with you, man? How you doing?
I am good. I'm excited for this week. I'm excited for my game. Giants against the Saints.
I'm excited about that one too.
That's going to be good. So I'm ready for football.
Yes, I want to see if the Saints can do me a solid and go ahead and put the Giants can do me a solid and put the Saints at 0-2. Give us a chance to catch up.
That's going down.
It
would not be another 49-52 score like last year.
Yeah, that was pretty much out of control. I'm looking forward to my game as well. We got the Carolina Panthers
against the
San Francisco 49ers. So the Colin Kaepernick show comes to Charlotte. It comes to Charlotte. We're going to see how Charlotte responds to that. A lot of good stuff this week. I think this week is going to be really good. We got a couple of divisional matchups, cool things like that. How did we do on the picks last week? How did we do?
Well, as usual, I was on top 9-3. You were 6-6.
I would say, I went 500. Listen. The Carolina Panthers wasn't even involved in that. Oh, I know what it was. It was a bunch of stuff with. I was nervous about the Jets game, but they pulled it out. Somebody else let me down, and I was like, whoa. Yeah. So I was off a little bit. You got me about 3, right? Got me about 3. That's cool. I'm gonna come up though. I'm gonna come up.
That's all
this week though, I'm gonna think about knocking it out the park. I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna think about knocking it out the park. So let's get into our stories. I'm trying to think. What did we have this week? What was
Well, let me tell you the story that was big for me is that Buffalo is missing it because they keep firing the wrong people.
They do.
You got to let go of Rex and his twin brother because they are disasters there in Buffalo.
Yeah.
So we had his brother in Dallas. He got fired there.
Mm-hmm.
We had his brother in New Orleans.
Yep.
He got fired there. Now we have his brother in Buffalo. Guess what? They're going to get fired.
Yeah, but I think they get fired together though. I mean, because here's the thing. Okay, so you go in there, you start off the season, and you can't muster up no more than 7 points against the Baltimore Ravens. And granted, the Baltimore Ravens got a stifling defense, no doubt.
Right.
And I get that. But then the following week, you actually have the Jets by 9 or 10 points at one point in the game, and you let them come back and win the game, and then you fire your offensive coordinator for no reason, because you fired the offensive coordinator when you got more points in this Jets game than you did in the Baltimore Ravens game.
And so who's the defensive coordinator that's letting the other team score on you at will?
The defensive coordinator is your brother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so let's check that.
Yeah, it's a weird situation.
It's suspect how he even got the job.
It is.
It's so amazing to me how you can suck somewhere else, and still come somewhere and get a job.
Well, as long as you got people, who know people, or got a brother who's a head coach,
you got a job.
You in good shape. You know what I'm saying? You in good shape.
Even with Rex,
yeah.
Before he got there, that defense was stout.
It was.
And then each year they've gone down since he's taken over as head coach.
It's been rough.
I think we need to clean house.
And I had high hopes for the Buffalo Bills and Tyrod Taylor and Sammy Watkins and all of them. And it's this Rex Ryan is putting a hurt on this team, man. But a lot of people say they're giving him up to about week 6, so they give him about 4 more weeks to get his stuff together. Him and his brother are going to be out. If they were so quick to fire Greg Roman, they need to be just as quick.
Well, the story is that they had a meeting and Rex wasn't even in it.
Oh, because he probably was the one who was like, he probably was the one who pointed the finger at Greg Roman. Somebody got to take the heat for this. You know what I mean? Somebody got.
Terrible.
Kelly Blue is in the building. What's going on? What's happening? Kelly, look, for you to be out west, it's really early for you, bro. It's really
early. Respect that. Thank you for checking in, man.
No doubt. Good luck. Hey, Kelly, we got this today. We're going to talk about the Panthers here in a minute. But I'm trying to think of what else we had today. What else was going on? Where we see that not for the 49ers, for the what am I thinking about? The dude getting the start, Sam Bradford getting the start for the
Minnesota Vikings.
For the Minnesota Vikings, right? And what I've been saying, nothing against Sean Hill. I thought he played a decent game yesterday. Last week.
In the world, we know Bradford is a better quarterback than Sean Hill. He just is.
Yes.
And I think really this is Bradford's last stop.
It is.
He has to do well here. He has to perform well here, or this is it for him.
Well,
I mean, that stink he made in Philadelphia with wanting to be traded after he dated. But okay, Wentz went out there, did an awesome job for week 1. We'll see what he got this week. But Bradford has to do something in Minnesota. He has a running game. He has receivers. He has a good defense.
This is the best team Bradford ever's been on.
Absolutely.
Ever been on. So,
if
he should be good.
If he doesn't do it now, he's out of here.
Yeah.
He's done.
But we know one thing. Now, he's on a playoff team. They won the divisional title last year. He walked into a good situation.
Excellent.
I still got a feeling that they will still battle with Green Bay for the division. I still got Minnesota going to the playoffs. Now, I don't got them going no further than that, but I got them going to the playoffs. I think they'll still make it to the playoffs.
Okay.
I think they will. I'm trying to think of what else is going on. What else is going on before we get into this picks? What else we got? Hey, what's some other big story? Oh, we got to talk about your boy because we talked about him a little bit last week, but then we saw the Olympic sprinter Goodwin. What was his name? Marquise Goodwin. Just blowing Darrell Reeves, man. Look, we got to do something. We got to do something with your boy. I know that's your boy.
It hurts
I know that's
to
your
say
boy.
this.
That's your boy.
But Reeves Island
It's shut down.
is a vacation spot.
It is, man.
It's a vacation
Look,
spot.
AJ
right
Green, just showed the world. Look, man. Look, Reeves is just a name. That's it. He's mortal. He's a regular old man, just like everybody else. And then you let some rookie. He let a rookie do this to him. Now, granted, it was only for one play, and AJ Green torched them all game. But this Goodwin fella only got him for one game. But it begs the question, right? Is it time for us to pull a Woodson move or Ed Reed move or something?
Safety.
Is it time for us to move him to safety? Yeah. Is it time? Is it about that time?
I don't know. He doesn't practice in the off season.
Right.
So I'm wondering if he just needs to gear up to what he is.
See,
But
I believe the dude is in, and they say that he might not be up to shape. His shape might not be at 100%, but he's a pro football player, and I know guys like that. They usually take care of themselves pretty good. I just feel like it is a matter of just like with Ed Reed and just like with Charles Woodson, you just get to a point where your body just can't do it no more.
Right.
And these wide receivers, these young wide receivers coming to the league, they are so fast.
Stronger,
they are so fast.
Yeah.
I don't know how many more weeks that.
I don't know. Just that move to safety says it's an end of an era.
It does, but it does. But at the same time, though, right now you are. I think Darrell Reeves is a liability. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I think Darrell Reeves is a liability.
I think that's taking it too far.
I'm just saying.
With the liability thing.
I'm just throwing it out there.
But
what have we seen in 2 weeks?
There.
What have we seen in 2 weeks?
We see liability trades.
I'm just saying.
We
at cornerback, Darrell Reeves right now is a liability. And look, how many more times you gonna roll the dice? You ain't the football season.
He's earned at least to game 4, to week 4. He's earned to week 4 to see what we're working with.
Okay. I'm just saying.
That.
I'm just saying because you know how the football season works. You know you only got a very small margin of where you can lose football games before you mathematically eliminate, and the rest of your season is for nothing.
One.
Yeah.
So give him to week 4.
I'll give him to week 4. I'm just saying. I believe. I
have a soft spot for Reeves.
I know you do. Look, man, it is what it is. The NFL is a business, and we all know this. And you the first one to say this when one of my players are being shown the door or something like that is happening with my team. But let something happen to somebody on the Giants team or somebody like a Darrell Reeves who you got, oh, no, he's earned the right to do this. No, he's a liability. I'm just saying.
It's not about that.
I'm just I'm just throwing it out there. I feel it's weird. You know what I mean? It's weird. It's weird. The Los Angeles Rams are opening up their home opener this week against.
Listen, I don't want to say anything about that team except that Fisher needs to be fired. Can you imagine if any other coach was doing this kind of record in the NFL?
It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen for him.
Gone.
Listen,
garbage.
So much is riding on this project. This is a whole
garbage.
Roger Goodell, NFL, LA expansion move type situation. They thought it was more about a revenue thing, and they can get paid for doing this. Now, this is what I was afraid of when I first heard the news last year. I was afraid that this team was going to move out to LA and everybody was going to be all hype and everything, and then they was going to lose a bunch of games. And just like it was last time, 25 years ago, people going to lose interest and nobody will go to the games. And they're going to have to figure out a place for the Rams to go again. And they can't go back to St. Louis. I'm just saying they can't do that. I was afraid. Look, they got blown out last week. Couldn't even score. I think they couldn't even score.
Did you know that game was punt, interception, punt, interception.
Wow.
Turn the ball over on downs.
Wow.
Punt, game over.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like
that was literally the offensive.
The Rams are sorry. Look, I don't care how they hyped them up over the summer. I don't care about the hard knock stuff. I don't care about the billboards with Todd Gurley. I don't care about the commercials that Todd Gurley and all them was doing. Look, the hype was so crazy. And then everybody's like, "Oh, yeah, the Rams gonna be that joint." And then the football season started. That's what you get. I'm just saying.
And the thing is them playing like that against 49ers in the sense that usually.
Well, the 49ers ain't a good team.
Well, not even that. The Rams for the last few years have lost to everybody else, but they've handled their division.
Right. Yes. They have.
So now you're not even handling your division.
Yeah.
Like. They're garbage. Coach Fisher is garbage.
He's garbage.
Garbage.
Well, you know, and that's the sad part. What up, Panthers fan, man? Look, y'all guys are up early. I'm just saying, I was surprised. I didn't think nobody was going to be up with us this early in the morning. Let's go. But thank you guys for coming through. Yes, what's going on, Panthers fan? But what I was saying was this. If you look at the team makeup, except for the quarterback situation with Case Keenum, and now they done moved Jared Goff up from not dressing as a third stringer to now he's backing up Case Keenum. So they slowly moving him into position to take over the team. But you got Tavon Austin, you got Todd Gurley, you got, Aaron McDonald. They got so many studs on this team. There is no way they should be performing this bad. Now, look.
And 0 points?
0 points. 0 points.
Against the 49ers? I mean, their defense isn't that good. Why can you not get a field goal? You can't get in field goal range? Against the
49ers. Look, I expected, what they going up against the Seahawks this week, is that right?
The Seahawks.
So, look, I expected them to do more against the 49ers, who, in my opinion, are not a very good team.
Right.
A team a team that came into the season in turmoil. Now it looked like they rallying together. And, maybe the Rams were just a victim of this whole timing thing with the 49ers. Who knows? I just don't think the 49ers are a very good team, right? Anwar Muhammad, you up this morning too? What's going on, buddy? What's happening? Everybody come out this morning. That's good stuff,
But that performance by the Rams was horrible.
It was horrible.
I mean, if I'm owner, I'm going in that locker room firing the coach on spot. Yeah. That is garbage.
Well, see, that's the thing. Jeff Fisher ain't going to get fired. I think he ain't worried about it.
I mean, what I saw from Hard Knocks.
Yeah.
That golf.
Yeah. He's number one overall.
Okay.
Number one overall pick, man, and there's your number one overall pick right there.
Mistake.
Yeah, absolutely. I 100%. Look, I wasn't. It's weird because Winston's
his football IQ is like 10.
Yeah, he's horrible. You know what I mean? He's horrible.
I don't know what they saw in him.
Yeah.
But it's not good.
Yeah, say the Rams clogging up. I feel you, Callie. The Rams they horrible, man. They're horrible. I'm trying to think what else happened in the news there. Your boy's still dodging. You're still dodging questions and being weird. Your boy Cam Newton. I don't want to get into a whole big discussion about him, but I'm gonna say this about him, and I'm just gonna put it as a Panther fan, as a resident Panther fan on this panel here. I don't like the Cam Newton I'm seeing right now. I just don't, man. It's like. I understand what he went through at the end of last season. I get it. That pound and that mental beat down that he took over the next 4 or 5 months. I mean, that had to be hard on him, right?
Right.
But to see him come out this season and saying and acting the way he's acting, I'm just saying, like, I just feel like he is just like saying, you know what? I am defeated. Y'all beat me. Y'all ain't gonna get me to do nothing no more ever crazy. Mm-hmm. All my answers are gonna be scripted. I'm not gonna give you nothing from the heart, nothing from how I really feel. And and to me that's sad because Cam Newton is a colorful character, and to see him all robotic like this, man, it just breaks my heart. It really does.
I understand that because you're a Panthers fan. I give you that. But I want to talk about a bigger issue that I think is going on.
What's that?
Marshall Faulk made the statement that ever since that thing went down with Ed Hockley and Cam Newton, he has not been getting the calls that he was getting before that situation with Ed Hockley.
Absolutely.
So I went back and I wanted to see, well, is this true?
Yeah.
So in that first season, he got like 25 calls, roughing the passer calls. After that incident, 0.
Yeah.
0.
Yeah. But okay, so let's say that is the case. Let's go with that. So why, if we know this, and if you Cam and you know this, right? Why come out and like I understand he don't want to cause no waves. I understand that, but to act like ain't nothing happening here and act like I got the call.
Cam is playing it right. He is.
I don't know.
He is. He's playing it right because you know what? he's in a no-win situation. If he comes out and says, "I think I'm being," then he's whining.
Right.
He's being a baby.
Right.
Man up. It's football. You're a runner.
Yeah.
He gets all the negative way.
Right.
So this way, he says, "You know what? I'm gonna let you see it for yourself." He got his coach talking about it. He has his other players talking about it. He doesn't need to talk about it. He's correct. His job is to win football games.
He just looked like he looked a little crazy to me. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, he has to play that way. He has to take it like, you know what? No, I'm just here to win games. Let others speak on it.
Yeah,
he does.
I mean, I feel it's just so weird, seeing a guy like him come out there and when you're watching him, what he's saying is complete BS. You know it when you see this, and he's just rolling with it. Like I'm just focused on the next game. I don't want to talk about it. You know what I mean? And he'll never say I don't want to talk about it, but he'll say, well, I'm just focused on the next game, or my job is to win football games. The coaches tell me they draw the plan up, the play up. That's the play. And I mean, and that's cool. I get that. It's annoying as a Panthers fan. It's very annoying.
I think it's actually the best I've seen him. Because, after the Super Bowl, he sat there and he was like head down, whining, and looking ridiculous.
Now, I ain't saying do all that, but I mean,
but this way, it's like, listen, my job is a football player. I'm a coach.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a quarterback.
Yeah.
This is what I do. So I'm gonna let the other ones handle that.
Right.
His coaches speak. Now, if no one was speaking up, then I would say
right.
Something.
But see,
because he has.
And that's the biggest issue I got with it. So you see Greg Olsen in the locker room talking about it. You see other people saying stuff, and they feel some type of way about it. But the person that's involved in this is up on the podium being a complete punk about it. Now you got Greg Olsen feeling all emotional about it, and that's the part that I don't like. It's almost like they go in the bat for him, but then when he go up there, he fall apart.
No, he's doing it right. He shouldn't be going to bat for himself. Let other people talk about that and let him stay focused on winning games. Y'all are 0-1. We need y'all to be.
You know what?
Something else
That's cool. I mean, I would almost rather, even though both of them are annoying, but I would rather see him staying away from the headlines and stuff by doing what he's doing right now, versus all the negative backlash he got after the Super Bowl. But at the same time, I respected him after the Super Bowl because I knew that was him. I knew that was real. And that's right here. To me, it just don't seem real. You know what I mean? But
But you saw the backlash he got from being real, right?
Yeah. And sometimes you can't.
Yeah. So he's like, whatever.
I get you. I'm trying to think. Is that is that it? That's all. I can't think of no other stories that was happening. That was pretty much everything. I think. Nobody coming back from. We got Jimmy G. Got
no suspensions.
No
yet.
suspensions.
Gronkowski is out today again.
He had again today. Oh, okay.
And I heard Jonathan Stewart's ankle was bothering him, but he's gonna play.
He turned in an epic performance last week, and everybody was like, "Oh my God, Jonathan Stewart." I was like, "Yeah, I mean, I know that Jonathan Stewart. I mean, but he's still 30 years old, and he had a good game.
Fan of him.
Yeah, he had a good. Not Jonathan Stewart. I'm talking about D'Angelo Williams. That's what I'm thinking about for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He turned in a really good performance last week, and everybody was like, "Oh my God," and I was like, "Look, I know this guy. He's still 30 years old. He's still injury prone, but not taking that away from him. He played." He played a really good 143 yards.
And listen, if your backup running back gives you that type of performance,
143 yards, man.
Keep
6.5 per carry. I mean, you know what? Them awesome numbers. You know what I'm saying? They're awesome numbers. So
and that's the backup doing that.
But as far as
he's not going to play all season. We don't need him to play all season. But if he can come in and give you that,
it might make you want to question. You don't know if nobody question Le'Veon Bell. I don't know if nobody question that. But
Le'Veon's safe.
But as far as Carolina goes, Jonathan Stewart, he in the committee. I feel comfortable with our young guys, Whitaker, and you guys still got Tolbert. So, the run is like 5 running backs in Carolina. Even though Jonathan Stewart is the guy, I think we'll see limited snaps from him today. I think we didn't see much of Tolbert last week. We saw a little bit of Fozzie. We still got the really young guy, Cap, he'll play. So the running back position will be fine in Carolina. But when we get to talk about Carolina, I'll tell you what I'm worried about with Carolina when we get there. Now, okay.
You to do these picks?
I think so. If I can see my thing here, I can't really see. My eyes are getting blurry. All right, let me see which one we need to take care of. This one? Is that the right one? I can't really see. I don't know what's wrong with my eyes today. Okay, I think that's it. That looks like it. I can't tell. I can't really tell.
You got your contacts?
I got them in. They just, it's early. You know what I mean? It's early. Okay, is that right? Hold on, I'm going to mess around with it for a few minutes. Okay, that's not it. It's got to be it right here. Oh.
You gotta know your sequence, man.
I know. I can't. I just can't. I can't. I was just talking to him. Like I can't see the comments or nothing like that. It's like it's so weird. But you got him up, right? You can see him, right?
No.
Oh goodness gracious.
Put them up for y'all.
Yeah, because I can't see. I can't see comments, yo.
And what you're saying. We gotta get our little.
Okay. I think I got. I got it. Okay. Okay. We got our picks up, I think. Let me make sure we got it.
See, Callie Blue said Cam is doing it right.
Okay.
She's saying it correctly. Thank you.
Okay.
We hear you.
I'm just saying I'm just used to something else. I guess that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? I guess that's what it is. First game up to bat this week. We got the San Francisco 49ers bringing the Colin Kaepernick circus experience to Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte.
Colin Kaepernick protest.
Protest. Okay, we're gonna call it protest. Okay, it's
protest. Yeah, it's not an experience. It's a protest.
It's experience. I mean, you got to be there. I'm just, you know, it's gonna be interesting either way. Listen, it's been a lot of magical moments from the 49ers and the Panthers in Bank of America Stadium from Cam Newton's first playoff appearance. This
is not one of them.
No, you don't think so?
No, this is not going to be one.
It's been some good games.
The Panthers are going to go in there today and handle their business.
You know what? I believe so. I think,
if
especially.
they lose this home opener, I would be very surprised.
Well, first of all, I think right now Carolina still got the active streak for home wins, NFL. Right? Mm-hmm. So we still got that going for us. And they upset because this Broncos situation then got a little bit out of control and people are saying stuff. And Carolina ain't that team. So, I was actually surprised that we actually started 0-1, you know what I mean? But 0-1 ain't bad. We've done it before, okay? It's not a bad thing. And now we got a young quarterback coming in here and a young team. Not a whole lot going on with the 49ers. They did shut their team out last week. You can't take that from them.
But what team did they shut out?
They shut out the Los Angeles Rams. But I'm just saying, you know what I mean? They did shut. They did the only one who got a shutout last week. Nobody else got one. So I'm just saying.
I mean, if you in college and you playing against high school. What you expect? Now I'm gonna give a shout out to my boy Pat Coltrane. He called it earlier this week. He was like, usually when we take a loss like that, we come back and we put up 37 points on people. I just think that we got a question. Callie Blue.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of RG3 in Cleveland?
It's over.
It's done.
It's over.
Experiment finished.
It's done. It's over. Sorry. We tried it. We gave it a shot. We did. You know what? I was rooting for him.
He got hurt.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Look. I was rooting for him. I was like, look, let's make this work. Yeah. And clearly, it's a done deal. So we moving on. The Josh McCown era is back in. It's a Josh or Luke? Josh. Yeah, Josh McCown. We back to where we started. Yeah. So in Cleveland. So we back to where we were. But yeah, I got Carolina too. I got Carolina winning this game by a whole lot. I got them winning by at least 14. I think they're a 13-point favorite at the moment.
Are they really?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
So I got them winning by 14 points. So I got Carolina here. You did too, I'm assuming, right?
Yes.
Okay. Where we going next? Come on. What's my next button not working? Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. I tell you, I don't know what's wrong with my eyesight today. It's weird. Dallas Cowboys against Washington. Now,
I'm actually interested to see this game.
I am too. Because listen, the storyline is that there was a couple storylines here. Now, people are still saying, okay, week 2, is Dak Prescott the real deal? I think I'm past that. I think I like Dak. I think he's okay. I think he's going to get shafted, though, by Jerry Jones when Tony Romo feel like he's ready to play again. I think anytime, Dak reached this level of success where it looked like he ready to do it, he's going to be another Tyrod Taylor story, I guarantee you. He's going to end up playing for another team. But
I will say this much. Did you see the stats? Dak Prescott preseason and the stats.
Yeah.
Dak Prescott week 1, they dramatically dropped.
Well, of course, it was preseason, right?
Dramatically dropped.
Look.
So I like Dak Prescott, and I think he is somebody's quarterback of the future.
Yeah.
He may even be Dallas' quarterback of the future.
I doubt it.
But Tony Romo is a consistent tissue. He'll get hurt again. They'll need Dak. See, Dak is not going nowhere no time soon. I promise you.
If I'm Dak, I'm putting my numbers up because I know in 3 years they're not gonna want to pay me. I want to make my case for the Los Angeles Rams or for the Cleveland Browns or for somebody like that, so I can get a big payday because. You know what? That's the way I would be thinking if I was him, because Tony, they gonna supplant him. They're gonna do him wrong.
Will not lose Dak Prescott. He wants to lose Dak Prescott.
I mean, I don't know what this Tony Romo story is and why he keep on rolling the dice on this guy.
Tony Romo is not there for the long haul. I'm telling you, he's too soft.
I hope not.
I'm going Cowboys.
Now the other story is, last week it was Josh Norman again, everybody was expecting him to play Antonio Brown in the game, but he played on the other side of the field. Didn't really get that much interaction with Antonio Brown. They questioned him about it. He was like he was following the game plan. Now, here's the question I got for you. Pay the man $75 million to come in there and guard the top receivers in the league. So far, he ain't done that. Now, he got Dez Bryant. And I kind of, somebody had a question for you?
Yeah, well, Cali Blue said he got his plane ticket to Charlotte for the Monday night game versus Bucks.
Who, Cali?
Yeah.
He coming. Look. We got to hook up. You got to come through.
You got to stop through.
You got to come through. You definitely got to come through.
Sure.
Absolutely. You definitely let me know, and you can come through, man. We'll kick it for a little bit.
That is awesome.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, so $75 million man not even doing his job, and according to Josh Norman, this is not his decision. This is what the coaching staff got him doing.
Let me tell you something. Let me just break Josh Norman down right here, right now. This is a farce. Because if I'm a $75 million man, right? Yeah. If I'm here like this,
yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna bring them.
Yeah.
I want Dez.
Yeah.
I want Antonio.
I want what y'all game planning?
They're mine. They belong to me.
This is why I came here.
I'm going to travel and follow.
Absolutely.
The coaches don't set that up.
Right. Well, that's what he said.
Get out of here.
That's what Josh Norman said.
Josh Norman is scared to look bad because he knows.
Yeah.
He knows that all it's going to take is one of these receivers to burn him on a concert, and his whole presence is done.
It's over. Nobody would never believe another word he says.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So I'm with you on that.
No way.
You know what? The Cowboys are going up to Washington. And I think after what happened with the Cowboys last week, the catch, Dez didn't bring it down. Dak Prescott calling them out for it, and in the little backstage, the locker room comments. And then Terrence Williams not being able to get out of bed. So the debacle and the missed field goal, I didn't get a chance to kick the field goal. But I think this week they get a chance to right all those wrongs. I think we'll see a strong showing from the court from Dak Prescott. I think Dez is going to, because Dez already done called Josh Norman out.
Oh yeah, bring it.
Dez already done called him out. So I think that.
And honestly, the last time they had a matchup, Norman took care of him.
He did. I think it was. I think he had like 8 catches for like 11 yards or something like that.
He took care of him. So to me, if I'm the Redskins coaching staff, you've got film on what Josh Norman did to Dez. Yeah. You're not going to put him on Dez.
Yeah.
Well, come on now. Then what's
if Washington come out this week and pull that stunt where they move Josh to the other side of the thing, then I'm gonna believe Josh. I'm gonna say, okay, I feel. Unless they protected him, I don't know. They may be protecting him. You never know. From what you said, maybe they don't have that kind of. You paid him $75 million.
You paid him $75 million. I'm gonna need $75 million on the field.
He paid him $75 million.
Every Sunday.
Right. You know what I mean. So look, I got Dallas. I'm gonna go with Dallas. I think Dallas will go in knowing that they messed up.
I got Cowboys.
And they can't really afford to slip into a 0-2 situation. So I like them in this game against Washington. All right. Okay. Here we go. Now this is the one. This is the game. This is my game of the week right here.
Licking chops.
Oh, absolutely. So everybody know what happened last year with all the drama that went down between Pittsburgh and this is in Cincinnati, I believe, where you had Joey Porter running on the field, you had Adam Jones and Perfect and a lot of other crazy stuff happening. Shazier. Oh man, it was nuts. Right. It was nuts. It was a very good game. Now this is the first game of the year. And everybody expecting it to be chippy. Now, we got the new concussion protocol situation popped off where somebody feel like they dizzy, then they got took for a hit. They pulled them out of the game, which is another discussion in itself. I think me and Glass going to attack that on Wednesday because they're going to use that as a defensive play. Not because you're gonna be out of the game for 2 plays,
right?
So that's a whole different conversation for a different day. But now the rules are different in a game like this one. I think they will be enforced heavily.
They are.
So everybody gonna be watching this game for that. Now the Bengals came up short last year.
They did.
Came up short last year on some self-control, stupidity, whatever you want to call it, emotional stuff. They let the game get away from them. This time, I did see the Pittsburgh Steelers put up 38 points last week. The Bengals. This is gonna be hard to pick, and they playing it in Pittsburgh, so I think Pittsburgh got the home field advantage there. I just think. I think about Antonio Brown, and I think about D'Angelo Williams. But I think they still missing pieces. They still missing people. They got people on suspension. They got some people missing. So with that being said, I think that the Bengals show up more complete. I did like what A.J. Green did to Darrell Reeves last week. I like that, right? Mm-hmm. And I mean, look, trust me. Who they got in Pittsburgh? That's the Reeves caliber. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody.
You
going Bengals?
I'm going Cincinnati. I'm going Cincinnati.
Right, I like that. But you're wrong. I'm going Pittsburgh.
Okay.
That running game, that receiver, they don't got nothing to stop that in Cincinnati.
Well, I mean,
they just don't.
I mean, they were playing.
They're not as a complete defensive team.
Listen, they looked good last week when they playing against Washington. You like that? That's what they was playing against. You know what I'm saying? Playing against Kirk Cousins. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. No Alfred Morris. I don't even know who they had running the ball. You know, and they ain't gonna take that from Garcon and them boys. They got some decent wide receivers and stuff. But they playing against Kirk Cousins. You like that? That's what they're playing against, though. I'm just saying. You know, they're playing against somebody. They're playing against a division of a real. Look, I'm going with Andy Dalton and the boys this way. I'm saying I got my faith in them. Got my faith in them. All right, here we go. Yo game.
Let me just mark it right down.
Yo game.
You know what's up here.
Look, the Saints looking real silly right now. And I ain't gonna beat them down no more than I did last week because I took them. I took it right to them on Twitter last week. I was like, y'all talking all that junk about the Thursday night game, Carolina losing to the Super Bowl champions by 1 point in the missed field goal. Y'all lost the game by 1 point in the missed field goal. But wait a minute, who were y'all playing against? Was y'all playing against Super Bowl champions? No, y'all Oakland Raiders beat y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Don't sleep on Oakland, though.
I'm
Oakland
just
is
saying.
a good team. You know you've been picking Oakland
I
as a
haven't.
sleeper.
I'm just saying, you can't clown me for being in the same situation you was in, but we lost to the Super Bowl champions, okay? Now, tell me, I don't even think New Orleans would have came that close against Denver. You know what I'm saying? Y'all lost to Oakland. Shut up. Now y'all going up to New York, okay?
Only thing I would say is, that Saints defense
is horrid. Number 31 in the league. Horrid.
How?
This is the part that really trips me out about the New Orleans Saints. This is the part that really gets me. You got the number one offense. Number one in passing. Drew Brees put up almost 500 yards last week. Him and Brandon Cooks was hooking up for 98-yard passes. All that crazy stuff. And I said this on Twitter, and people follow me. Y'all know. I said this. I said for every big, beautiful play that Drew Brees has, his defense gives the thing right back to the other team because they're horrible. Number 31, and I'm telling you, I don't care how good Drew Brees is. I don't care how, and it was proven last week. You put up 500 yards and you still lose the game to the Oakland Raiders.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You
gotta listen. Defense travels.
Absolutely.
You gotta have defense. If you don't have defense, I mean, everyone's always like, "Oh, you need a quarterback. You need to go." Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
But you need a defense.
Well, the Saints have proved that they got a good quarterback. Look, Drew Brees is a nasty dude, okay?
Absolutely.
But you can't win like that.
You can't look like that.
You can't win like that.
And the bad thing about their defense is they make bad mistakes.
They do.
They make silly mistakes.
They are hard.
They let Oakland set up for 2 and go for it and get the 2.
Look, they wasn't even worried about it. They said this before they even went down there when they was receiving the ball back. You know, Del Rio was like, when we go down here and score, we going for 2. Ain't no need to discuss it. We already gonna do it.
So what does that tell you?
That time their defense is horrible.
Right. We already knew we were gonna get the touchdown, and when we get the touchdown, we're gonna go for 2, and we're gonna get that too.
And we're gonna win. And don't worry about it, fellas. This defense is horrible.
Right.
I don't care they got Drew Brees. If Drew Brees is on the sidelines, he can't do no damage, and that's exactly what New York gonna do to him. They're gonna keep him on the sidelines. Control the time of possession, Eli Manning.
And listen, our new 3-headed monster is looking real nice. That dude Shepard.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice little rookie we got there.
Yeah.
I'm in love with that right there.
The offense, I like Cruz. I like Beckham. I like Donnell. I like Jennings. I like Eli in the situation that they putting him in.
Yeah.
Look, if the Giants fail this year, it can't be because of lack of talent on the team. Look, they put a lot of money in the defense. They got all kind of Olivia Vernon, all these people they brought in there. So the Giants can't be losing. You said this last week on the show. The Giants can't afford to be losing no games.
They can't.
Because you know what?
If they lose this year, something else is the problem.
Something else is the problem. You know what I mean? So I like them. I think they go into this game. And now, granted, this defense got a tall task. I mean, Drew Brees gonna come in there thinking that he's gonna put up 5 yards. Yeah, he's gonna throw it.
He's gonna sling it.
So
I'm looking for interceptions.
Yes. And hopefully we'll see our young rookie, my boy, I like him, Eli Apple, get his first NFL interception. So look, I'm going with your team. I'm going with the Giants this week over the Saints for a couple different reasons. I like the Giants. I think the Giants are a better team, and I hate the Saints. And the Saints got terrible defense, and 500 yards from your quarterback ain't gonna win you the game. Sorry, you right? So here we go. Okay, Jimmy G, second out this time at home against the Miami Dolphins. Sadly, I think everybody talking about he gonna make it through till Tom Brady comes back, and I know he got a lot riding on this too because ain't nobody really saying this, but I think Jimmy G out there shopping himself right now. I think he's shopping himself right now.
You always got to shop yourself, but no one leaves New England unless they send your way.
Right. Well, you know.
They just don't. New England is that team that everyone loves to hate because they are that good and complete. You know, they make me sick, and I'm so glad to say my team has beat them twice in the Super Bowl. Yeah. But they are that complete team. They are the epitome of plug and play.
They are.
They really are. It's like, okay, you're not here. We're going to plug this guy in. We're going to win. Yeah. I can't go against New England when I see who Ryan Tannehill is. Until I see the real Ryan Tannehill stand up.
See, listen, man.
I'm going New England.
I was thinking about picking the Dolphins, not because you know, I agree. I've never been a huge fan of Ryan Tannehill. I think they put too much in. They invested too much into him too early. You know, and he just ain't really showed a whole lot.
Aaron Foster is not really 100%.
No.
I mean,
and you know, with them losing Mike Wallace to Baltimore and all that kind of, I mean, they are a very weak team now defensively. They're supposed to be very good, and they really ain't showed that so far this season. And now, unfortunately, I was really wanting them to go, and I think I said this in our TeamBoydTV live divisional breakdown we was doing there, the AFC East. I thought that Miami would roll up into Gillette and Foxborough and deliver the goods to Jimmy G. But now seeing, you know, what's been transpiring, I'm gonna change my mind on that, and I'm gonna go with New England.
T Money said he's picking the Dolphins in the upset.
You know, I was feeling that in the beginning. I just think I ain't feeling like that no more. I'm gonna go. Look, Jimmy Garoppolo came out there, and I'm telling you, I said this on TeamBoydTV Live last week. I thought for a minute, if you weren't paying close enough attention, you'd have thought you were still watching Tom Brady play. You would have still thought you was watching Tom Brady. It was like that. It was like they took Brady out, put Garoppolo in, and you couldn't even tell the difference.
We're talking about them playing against the Arizona Cardinals. Yes. It's not like they were playing against a slouch team.
Absolutely.
I mean, even though Arizona didn't play well to me, you still had the Arizona Cardinals here.
Absolutely. Yes.
In their home.
In their home. And you know, just like I said on the show, I thought that they served the Patriots up to Arizona on a silver platter. Right. You got a rookie quarterback in there. You got no Gronkowski, some other people missing. You supposed to take full advantage of that, and you couldn't even get the job done. Yeah. I mean, you know, so
can't
Jimmy,
go against New England.
You know what? I changed my pick. I'm going with New England. I had Miami in this one earlier, but I'm going with the New England Patriots on this one. Okay, cool. So here we go. We're moving on. KC versus Houston. Now Kansas City.
I'm laughing because this is really a hard game to pick for one because the Texans should be like in full revenge mode.
They should. I mean,
they got spanked by Kansas City twice last year. They should be in full revenge mode.
Yeah.
But after what we saw last week, when Kansas City comes back on San Diego,
But you praising KC for that. But you know what? I'm a dump on KC for that because ain't no way in the world you should have been down 24-3 to the San Diego Chargers. Well, no way.
That's true.
No way. Like that's. I was sitting there watching the game thinking like, what in the world is going on?
Right.
Now, luckily, you know, Alex Smith, you know, showed some moxie, and the boys came back. But 24-3 to the San Diego Chargers?
Yeah.
No.
But I mean, now Phillip Rivers ain't no slouch.
No, he's not. He's not.
I mean, that's
and I mean, and him and Keenan Allen was killing it until Keenan Allen got hurt.
Right.
And I think, you know, of course, that had a lot to do with, you know, what happened with the rest of the game. But yeah, they were cooking, man, and they were cooking against KC, and I was like,
and is Keenan Allen out for the rest of the year?
I think so. Yeah, you know, I mean. It's pretty bad for him right now. So listen, Houston with Brock Osweiler and, you know, a couple other things that look, they finally got their guy. I still don't think that, you know, Houston ain't good enough to beat Kansas City. Now, if Kansas City come out and drop 24 points like they did last time, then, you know, the Texans should take full advantage. But I got a feeling that won't happen. I think Kansas City would jump out early in this game. Even though it's on the road, I think they're going to handle business in Houston.
I think so. You know. And Kansas City is one of those teams that always kind of find a way to win something.
Oh, absolutely.
So
yes.
I got to go Kansas.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. My brother's team, Tennessee versus Detroit. This is a snoozer game, but Tennessee need to wake up because, you know,
Lions.
You know what? Lions put on a show last week. And you know what?
Lions.
I dump on the Lions all the time, but they showed up last week and look, they did their thing. And when I didn't think they would. So, but Tennessee, though, I got a lot of stock in Tennessee right now. With Derrick Henry and DeMarco Murray and Marcus Mariota and all the wide receivers that they got, they should not lose against the Detroit Lions. Right? Now the defense on look at the defense for it. Look at Tennessee's defense. You see that?
Yeah, exactly. But just to flip back for a quick second, T Money just said Keenan is out of the rest of the year, torn ACL.
That's what I figured. Yeah, I'm just saying, by all accounts, ain't no way. You know, I'm sticking with what I originally thought. I think that Tennessee is a better team than they showed last week. They just need to put the pieces together. They were able to do it during preseason. They just needed to get it together in a live situation. And this is a perfect chance to do it. You're going up to Detroit to face the Detroit Lions, who, look, they limping right now. You
going Titans?
I'm going with the Tennessee Titans.
Okay, I'm going Lions.
Going Tennessee Titans in this one. Okay, cool. Here we go, my other brother's game. Now, JB said that Baltimore was going up to finish the job or to drive the spike into the casket of the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, I mean,
that's what he said.
Cleveland is a disaster. And you know what I feel bad, really? It's like it was the second coming for RG3.
It was.
It was the second coming for Hugh Jackman.
It was.
It's just like this team, like they got the hex of all lifetime.
It's so funny that they cannot put all the pieces together at the same time. So all we got to do is keep RG3 healthy for 4 weeks till Josh Gordon comes on. Okay, Josh Gordon, Terrell Pryor, RG3. I forget who they got running the ball, but Gary Barnidge. They got a pretty decent defense. They got, the secondary that's out of this world. Cleveland is not a bad team. The problem is you can't get all the pieces on the board at the same time. You can't get them on the board at the same time.
They got the hex. They got the football hex on them.
It's weird.
I don't know what's with this team.
It is so crazy. So you know what? I picked against Baltimore last week. And you know what? For every for all intents and purposes, I think Buffalo just I didn't realize Buffalo was in that much trouble. I didn't know going into the season that when they were that bad. Baltimore looked like nothing happened. Like the stuff they went through last year didn't even look. They came out looking so spectacular. I thought, I said it on the show last week. I thought they were the most impressive team last week. The Baltimore Ravens were, because knowing where they came from, with everybody been injured and all that kind of stuff, they looked like they did not miss a step. Flacco was on fire. Everybody was playing out of their mind, and they're gonna destroy the Cleveland Browns. You know what I mean? They're gonna destroy the Cleveland Browns. I had Brock Maynard on Facebook and said I need to make an appearance. Yeah, so look, man, let me know. Let me know. And you can make an appearance on the show, dude. Let me know. You know what I'm saying? That's my boy over at Brock over there on Facebook.
I gotta go with the Ravens.
Yeah, I'm going with the Ravens too. All right, good. Cleveland don't stand a chance in this game.
Yeah.
Now, even though JB made it a point, he said that McCown and Barnidge did damage to the Ravens before in previous time meetings that they had, and McCown and Barnidge, that's a nice little hookup, right? That's really all they got going for them right now.
Yeah, but then you stop McCown and Barnidge, and
you're done. Then you're done. Yeah, there you
Ravens.
Go. All right, cool. Here we go. Okay.
Oh God.
Listen, a lot of people saying it's going to be a massacre. Now, listen, this is what I would say about LA. This is what they got going for them. They got one thing going for them in this game. They are going to open up the stadium to this ravenous LA. Look, they're ravenous right now.
Please tell me you're going with the Seahawks.
I'm going with the Seahawks. I'm just saying it's going to be exciting for. They're going to be riding the wave of an emotion in the first part of the game, and then they're going to get real.
This game is going to be a disaster. It's going to be a disaster.
Yes, I think Russell Wilson and the Seahawks.
I'm not gonna watch. Listen, Russell Wilson is not 100%.
Yeah.
With the ankle
yeah.
on like that. And I guarantee you, he won't even have to worry about.
No, because he's gonna get the ball to Rawls and let him just run the ball all day. You know what I'm saying? And then occasionally toss it up to the ball one. But here's the thing: the Seahawks are gonna come in there and show the NFL why this move to LA was the bad idea. Mm-hmm. Look, I'm telling you, ticket sales gonna drop dramatically after this game. People who thought they were going to be going to the games for the rest of the season going to be selling their tickets on StubHub. Ain't nobody going to see the Rams play. And this whole Rams experiment going to blow up in Roger Goodell's face. I'm telling you, LA is a finicky town. And so far, this team cannot produce enough excitement for the city to rally behind them. Right. And this has been the issue with LA since the beginning of the time.
They were in St. Louis doing what? 6 and 10, doing 7 and 9.
Yeah, but the fans was still there for him, and I mean, I don't know. This ain't even fair. The Seahawks are going to look. The Rams have been the team to disrupt the Seahawks as of late. They've been the team to do it, but I don't think they're going to do it.
Not this year.
You know what? I think I had said that. I thought that the Rams would put up a good fight. Because it's a home opener, it's LA strong and all this
and
that.
That's what Money was saying. Yeah. That, Jeff Fisher saves his job with these types of win versus division rivals. Yeah. But he has Seattle, even though Russ is on one leg.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the only way Jeff Fisher could have been saving his job. Me personally, I'm ownership. He's gotten fired. He would have never even made the trip to Los Angeles.
He would have made the trip to Los Angeles. Right.
My money.
And that's like they're in the middle of negotiating an extension for him right now, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah,
this is gonna be a disaster.
It's gonna be rough, man. It's gonna be rough. But T-Money, right? This is what he do. And I'm telling you, like, it would not surprise me. I think it'll be funny, but it would not surprise me if they squeak that win out. But I ain't rolling the dice on that.
No,
I'm going with tangibles. Okay, I'm going with the Seattle Seahawks. All right. Okay. Here we go. Tampa Bay versus Arizona. Now, this one got the makings to be a good game. Now, listen, as much as I just knew for sure Tampa Bay was going to do the damn thing last week at home. Now they're going out to the toaster to face an embarrassed Arizona Cardinals, who's supposed to be that team. They're supposed to be like the number 2 team in the NFC. They got beat by Jimmy Garoppolo. They ain't feeling that. They at home. I love you, Jameis Winston. I do. But Tyrann Mathieu and them boys getting ready to show you something. You know what I'm saying? They getting ready to show you something. They're at home. The team that we saw Arizona last week, they're going to be the polar opposite of what we see today.
Your division is going to be so mad at me.
Yeah.
But Tampa's coming out of that division this year.
Tampa, I mean, it's going to be
Tampa showed you something last week.
Who they played last week?
Jameis Winston said, I'm here to play.
Who they play? They play Atlanta Falcons? Is that what they play?
I'm just saying. But that's the team that beat y'all last year.
Oh my God! Don't you do that? Look, don't do that. Don't you do that?
I'm just saying.
Oh my God! Look, if we made the week 2, I hadn't heard no Atlanta references. I didn't, and that.
I'm just
look,
saying.
The wound is still fair. It's still. Don't do that. Look, I'm gonna say it like I said last year. The Atlanta Falcons are trash. I don't know what happened that day. We were there. Okay, we saw the game and everything, but listen, they beat us. They beat the undefeated team. They ain't got nothing to do. They still awful. They are still the same terrible team. Yes, they beat Carolina. Whatever. They're awful.
I'm just saying.
They're awful. So listen, they're terrible. Tampa ain't coming out no division. Look, like I said, I think they'll contend with Carolina. But when it look, Jameis Winston's been doing everything the right way. You know, he's been throwing 3-4 touchdowns every game. I mean, he's been doing it. You got Doug Martin, and the defense is nice. But the thing is, when the big games come around, that's when we're going to see it. Like this game right here.
The Arizona Cardinals, at the end of the day, are going to be 0-2 and stunned. They're going to be stunned.
Look,
you know I love that team because I love Bruce Arians and I love Fitzy and all like that. But Carson Palmer is not your quarterback to take you anywhere. He's done nothing.
He put up crazy numbers last year.
He's done nothing.
He put crazy numbers
last year. He came into Bank of America Stadium and laid several eggs.
He did.
Carson Palmer is not your quarterback to take you anywhere. I promise you.
He was playing against, the Carolina Panthers defense. I mean, that would shake anybody. But at the same time, the Arizona Cardinals are on a mission. So they did the little all-for-one whatever thing on Amazon. Look, they bout that life, okay? They trying to take it to the next level. They were 1 game away from the Super Bowl last year.
That Tampa defense is going to rattle Carson Palmer. Carson Palmer, mark my words, 2 picks today.
I say the opposite. I say the Arizona Cardinals defense are going to put your boy Jameis Winston in the dirt. You know what I'm saying?
I just saw this is funny to me. I was to say Panthers fan. Falcons are hard garbage.
That's right. That's right. What is she talking about? You know what I'm saying? Yes, they won the game again. What is she talking about? Get out of here. Straight
garbage. Not just garbage, but hot garbage.
Straight garbage. Listen, we disagree on this game. This is gonna be a game to watch, just like the Pittsburgh game, and this is 4 o'clock. It's gonna jump out to 4 o'clock games. I'm excited for that one. I can't wait to watch it. I like Cardinals in the game. I think Jameis Winston's gonna come to Jesus on this one. You know what I'm saying? I like him. You know what I mean? But he's facing a real deal defense this time. I'm just saying. Okay, Jags versus the Bolts. Jacksonville Jaguars are traveling. Both of these teams are 0-1. The Chargers are the one that end up 0-2. Even though they're at home, I thought they played really well against the Kansas City Chiefs last week. But again, the Keenan Allen injury. Philip Rivers was amazing last week. He was.
He really was.
But I still got my faith in the Jaguars. Jaguars fell a little bit short last week, but I still like the Jaguars on the road in this game against the Chargers. So who you got, the Chargers?
I got Jags.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, not the Chargers.
All right, here we go. Now, speaking of hot garbage, we saw what the Raiders did against the 500-yard man Drew Brees.
I got Oakland
in the Superdome, no less. Okay.
I got Oakland.
They win. Now the funky Falcons are traveling all the way across the country. Okay, and Derek Carr and them boys and Cooper, they getting ready to show him something. Okay, listen. I would be surprised. If Atlanta can't even score in this game.
Atlanta's gonna score.
I'd be surprised if they score.
But Oakland
gonna beat the brakes off of them, man.
They got this.
You know what I'm saying? So there you go. Hot garbage. Still. You know what I'm saying? What they say right there? I can't even look. It's the thing is so small. I can't even
see that defense. Yeah,
it's horrid.
It's pretty bad. What are they, 30 something?
Get out of here, Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Look, this is the first Indianapolis Colts versus Denver Broncos game without Peyton Manning in 100 years. You know what I mean? You know, so listen.
Denver has this.
You know, it's hard for me to really, really come down on the Denver Broncos, man. And now that they got the young Trevor Siemian in at quarterback, they are more dangerous than they were last year. Like last year, you know, they had Peyton Manning. He was a liability. Even though, you know, he was a liability. He was a liability.
He was not, because
Peyton Manning was getting ready to throw the Super Bowl for them. If it wasn't for
a game manager. He was a game manager. He didn't have the arm strength and all like that to control games, but he had the arm strength and the presence of mind not to lose games. He was definitely not a liability.
Look, rolling into the Super Bowl, Peyton Manning was a liability. Okay,
that's a topic for a different show.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Peyton Manning is never will be, never has been a liability.
2015, he was a liability. Okay, anyway, so the coach rolled into my high, right? so
you got no respect for these people, man.
I do. This Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning
about the real.
Out a champion.
Listen, I said that, you know, Peyton Manning is probably going to go down as one of the best all-time quarterbacks ever. The thing is, I'm talking about facts, though. He rolled into the Super Bowl. He rolled into Santa Clara as a liability to that team and almost gave the game away. And keep throwing raggedy. Look, it was about time for him to sit down.
Listen,
you know,
he dinked and dunked his way to the championship.
For Kubiak to roll the dice and say, you know what? I know this is a magical. It just further confirms the fact that whole thing was probably scripted. You know, probably because Peyton Manning rolled that game as the most awful quarterback the NFL had ever seen on that day.
No.
On that day.
No. Because let me tell you who's the most quarterback ever. It was that Trent Dilfer for those 2000 Baltimore Ravens.
Okay. All right, I get it.
That's the worst quarterback ever in the Super Bowl to win.
All right. You win.
Okay.
You win. Okay. Anyway, the coach rolled up into Mile High, young Trevor Siemian. You know, look, C.J. Anderson went off against the Panthers. Look, Panthers couldn't stop the run. C.J. Anderson was busting them up through the middle or whatever. And that's what I'm gonna say. C.J. Anderson is good, but the run on the Carolina Panthers defense like that, I don't know. I'm just gonna say the Panthers had an off day. That boy ain't that good. You know what I'm saying? That boy ain't that good. But you still got the wide receivers out there doing their thing. One of them just got his money right before the season kicked off. Look, Andrew Luck's team ain't really improved all that much. Now Andrew Luck is healthy and all that kind of stuff. But we saw last week that they still ain't they really don't have the roster yet.
They don't have the roster. Yeah. And the one thing that you get with Indianapolis is they come on late.
Yeah, they do.
It takes them too long to get warmed up. Mm-hmm. Listen, turn your burner on 20 minutes before the game starts.
Absolutely.
And let's get it popping when the game kick off.
Right.
Because this coming on at the third and the end before the half, it's not going to get it done.
Yeah, because I believe with Trevor Siemian and the Broncos offense, I think they're good for at least 28 points in this game. So that means that the Indianapolis Colts, number one, can't be playing from behind, because if that's the case, they don't even have a chance. And if they are, like, they're gonna have to do something to be able to keep up. And with that defense that the Broncos got, I mean, don't try to run at that pocket, Andrew. You're gonna get crushed.
Exactly.
Don't do it. You ain't as tough as Cam Newton. You can't take them hits, bro.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So I'm going with the Denver Broncos.
And if what's his name was 6 seconds behind
Cam in the draft,
he's gonna be 4 behind Andrew Luck.
Yeah, what he said, right?
So.
Okay. This is one that everybody got a lot of questions about. Okay, the Packers, they played okay last week, and they did okay. They answered a lot of questions about was Aaron Rodgers healthy, Jordan Nelson, all that cool stuff. And Minnesota got the little quarterback situation. They played with Sean Hill, got the job done. They won the game. Now they got Sam Bradford lining up. AP didn't really get nothing going last week, but I got a feeling now with Bradford behind center and the threat of them throwing the ball, we're going to see some Adrian Peterson. Now, open up a brand new stadium today with the Minnesota Vikings. You know what? I like Minnesota. I know this is a weird one because we plugging in a brand new quarterback and all that, and you're going up against a bad man, Aaron Rodgers. I like the Vikings defense. I like their defense better. I like the fact that the potential of Adrian Peterson just having a day-to-day. It's outrageous to me. So look, I'm going with Minnesota, and they'll win this one by a field goal in a new stadium, but they will not lose this opener in their new stadium. It's a divisional game too. I'm going with the Vikings in this one, and it's going to be an experiment. We're going to see how it's going to work out.
So in my pick'em league, I picked Green Bay because I just think Green Bay's offense is complete, and they're a better team, I think.
Yeah.
But I'm going to actually pick Minnesota here because I'm with you. That Minnesota defense is really looking good.
Yeah,
and I think that Sam Bradford is going to add another element and get AP's running game going because of his ability to throw the ball.
Absolutely. No doubt.
I'm going to go Minnesota as well.
All right. And that's it. That's all we got for the week, right? So and that was like those are just the Sunday games. Of course, we don't pick the Thursday or the Monday night game and that kind of thing. That's how we had nice dialogue. I cannot believe the Focal came out. Listen, I know, absolutely, because we come on so early.
We know,
and I was like, wow. But look, we definitely appreciate the support. We are glad we brought the show back this year, and it's been a lot of fun. The dialogue between us is second to none. I mean, it's pretty good stuff. And besides, I'm just a dynamic host like that. But I was down by three games, going into this week.
And you're gonna be down by 3 more.
Is that how many games we differ?
I think so. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. So okay. All right. So here's a chance for me to even the score. You know what I'm saying? There you go. Right.
I like that positive thinking.
Our game comes on at 1 o'clock. Be ready. This is going to be a good one. We're going to put the beat down on the San Francisco 49ers and get back on our winning ways, which I'm kind of, glad because, taking that loss last week was a little heart-wrenching. I mean, Carolina Panthers fans, we kind of got to a point where we kind of expect our team to win. Like, seeing them take an L is just, it's weird to us. We're not, we only took 2 losses last year. I'm just saying.
And one to heart garbage.
One to heart garbage. We did. Anyway, when we get the game was starting a little bit.
That's gonna be my new favorite saying right there. Hot garbage. I love it.
Who's that?
Yeah, that's my new saying right now. That is hot garbage.
She get ready to go to church. She'll be back later. Join us on Twitter. Where can they find you at on Twitter if they're not following already?
73.
Is it Vernon 73? At Vernon 73?
Yeah.
Right? So listen, I will be there at 1 o'clock for the Panthers kick off at 1 o'clock. Follow me on Twitter at TeamBoydTV, and we will get it on because it's about to go down here in a little bit. I want to thank you guys again for coming out this morning. We're surprised, I'm saying, but you guys are loyal TeamBoydTV people, and we definitely appreciate that. We'll see you guys in a little bit on Twitter. Y'all take it easy.
Hey.
Enjoy the games.